Good evening, Postal family. What's going on? My name is Saeed. Welcome back to my channel. How's everybody doing on this Saturday evening? Well, it was another tough one at work today. This political mail doesn't seem to be slowing down anytime soon, guys. But other than that, we got some stuff floating around, obviously, about the contract, the tentative agreement. It's on all of our minds. We're all waiting for the ballots to come in the mail so you can, put our vote in and move on to the next step. But hopefully, it will be the arbitrator. So, got some stuff wanted to share, interesting stuff I keep running into. But first, if you're new to the channel, my name is Saeed. Postal content is what I do, what I'm all about, and if you find this sort of content interesting, I love all my supporters and appreciate if you can go ahead and subscribe, and promise I won't disappoint you guys. Anyways, thank you for all the comments, informative comments you guys been leaving me. A lot of comments recently. Majority, obviously, of you are saying no, but there is always a but. But few of you guys I've been running into in the comments are saying yes. Basically, they're either new or they want to jump up to step C, which is I understand what you guys are coming from, but this day and age everybody's about their own pocket, so they're just looking at the raise going from A to C. But there's a saying goes, you gotta do your time. So like the rest of us, we all did our time, and that's unfortunate the contract is that bad that it's having the new people jump. It's benefit to them, but I hate to break the bubble. It ain't gonna pass, and the majority is overwhelming no that I've been reading, obviously. So, I mean, anybody in their sane mind will look at the whole contract, the length of the contract, which we're only getting 3.5%, I think, for the whole length of the contract. Not just look at your immediate raise that you will jump up 2 steps. You got to look at the whole thing. Then put yourself in our shoes that did our time. We're already above C grade, so that's kind of not fair to the rest of us, is it? Honestly, I mean, I know you guys are concerned about your own pockets, and we all are at some level, but just think with the open mind that your other carriers have done their time. They deserve to get that jump too, but we're not in this agreement. So it's overwhelming no, obviously, and just a matter of time once we receive our ballots and get this thing going, send our votes in. God knows how long all that will take. Somebody had asked another question, that who's going to do all the counting. I guess the NALC leadership, I'm assuming. I don't have a correct answer. I tried to dig for that correct answer, but just I'm assuming NALC leadership is going to do the counting. I couldn't find an exact answer. Still looking for it. So, anyways, wanted to share something. Vote no. After nearly 2 years of talks, the Renfro regime has announced a poverty level tentative agreement with the United States Postal Service. This tentative agreement offers city letter carriers a 1.3% annual wage increase. Our wages are not even keeping pace with inflation, severely straining our financial well-being. Union contracts in 2023 included the highest average pay raise of any year since at least 1988, a pay hike of 6.6% from the previous year. Under this contract, workers will get both a near wage freeze and a massive job cuts. The new TA removes the first 3 steps. This is exactly what we were talking about, why the new people are so happy they will get to jump to step level C and not thinking about the rest of us. The new TA removes the first 3 steps, reducing from 14 years to 11 years the time it takes to reach full salary, still twice the time it takes to top out at UPS. Even so, it did not accelerate those already beyond the first steps. I just completely forgot about those that are already above the first three steps. What a dummy. Over the past 2 years, city carriers have been lied to, strung along, fed false hope, abused, degraded, underpaid, overworked, shot, robbed, and killed. Approving this TA sets a horrible precedent for wages, benefits, and all carrier workforce, and affordable healthcare premiums. It ensures that we spend our next round of contract negotiations clawing back from disaster instead of making new gains. Who can, in their right mind, approve this thing, man? I mean, sadly, there's some out there. I was reading another comment. This retiree who's in step P says, "Why should I vote no?" I mean, you've done your time, brother, and you're about ready to retire. I mean, look at your coworkers. With your correct vote of no, you're gonna help them out. You know what you got to lose? You're almost at retirement. You're topped out already, and help out your coworkers with the correct vote. NALC President Renfro's regime is more comfortable cutting deals with management than they are mobilizing workers to fight. Management works harder and harder to come up with dangerous new policies like 1 hour office time, 22-minute load time, and stationary events. Arbitrary metrics being pushed onto carriers to make them work faster with no regard to the workload or weather conditions on any given day. These are facts. These are definitely facts. If this thing passes and the load time, you're looking at it, it's going to be a disaster. It's just not going to work. It's any part of this agreement, it doesn't make sense. I mean, I don't know what this guy did. I don't know how he came up with it. He didn't communicate with the other members of NALC. He just drew it up, took extra time, 550 whatever days he took. And just, there's a lot of jokes going around about this guy. If you're gonna come out with something like this, why are you gonna take it, 600 days? This could have been done in 1 month or whatever. I mean, this long we were waiting for a best, tentative agreement ever, but what we got? Don't let attractive distractor language fool you. Workers must reject this contract and prepare for a fight. We need to build a fighting NLC that is against concessions, period. Working class people are not responsible for the cries of capitalism, and we should not have to pay for them. Stand in solidarity with your union brothers and sisters and join us at our next union meeting. Ask for a steward for more information. United we bargain, divided we beg. That's one of the things going around for the no vote. So, just like I said, there's some people still out there that are choosing yes because they see that jump 2 steps. So, anyways, this is what's gonna happen when the voting is done and what comes out. What's the next steps after that? When the majority of total votes cast is the rejection, the NALC negotiators shall inform the USPS and reopen negotiations within 5 days after the vote is tallied. If negotiations are not reopened, the NALC negotiators shall determine if there will be a binding arbitration, an immediate work stoppage, or a designated job action. If negotiations are reopened, they will not exceed a period of 15 calendar days, at which time a second ballot shall be mailed to each member for ratification or rejection. If the membership rejects this second ballot, the national president will determine if there will be a binding arbitration, an immediate work stoppage, or a designated job action. Section 2. In the case of the nationally sanctioned work stoppage, the president shall issue no recall to work until a full, unconditional amnesty is granted to all participants in the work stoppage. Can we see this guy standing up for us after these steps and fighting for us? These things, I just don't see it. Any national collective bargaining agreement entered into between NALC and USPS shall be ratified by the regular members who shall be non-supervisory employees in the postal service. So that's the, after the no's are dealt, all the voting, all the counting, these are the steps that the NALC will take. So that's what we're looking at. So that's where we're at with stuff going on. Again, if you're new to the channel, my name is Saeed. Postal content is what I do. I love all my supporters, all the great comments I've been getting. Sorry, I've fallen behind a little bit on the comments. I'm working my way back into it, answering all of them, and I should be done here in a couple of days. My bad to the ones that I didn't get to yet. It's just it's a good thing. There's comments overwhelming. I love all my supporters and respect all your comments. Don't get me wrong, the ones that are saying yes, there's an equal respect. I'm not gonna disrespect you. You have a right to your choice. You have a right to your vote. So, much respect to everybody. But, I'm just saying what's going around right now and what's likely to happen. So, other thing that's going around, it's I think Boeing's union recently rejected. They said 35% increase, and hear me out. They rejected a 35% increase, and we're here. Our tentative agreement 3.5% for the length of it. So let that sink in for a second. That's amazing to me how far off. And another thing, I was looking the contracts, the last 3 or 4 contracts, we've never gone over 1.5% ever. 1.8%, I think 1.8%. But it's never gone to anything higher than that for the last 3 contracts. So it's amazing, the inflation is worse more than ever, and one is just, questioning how, if it does go to the arbitrator, I mean, some people, there's some questions floating around like arbitrator can make it worse than this tentative agreement is, or, it's never gone above close to 2%. So what makes us think, we're going to get much higher, 5%, all these, comments I've been reading. So guys, let me know in the comments. What's the surety that the arbitrator, there is none, I mean, I'm guessing, but I'm just talking from the history that 3 or 4 contracts I saw previous, and none of them are going above 2%. So God forbid, we got to have more than that. So to make it in this economy, it's bad out there, the inflation. Sadly, there's some carriers that are, I was very sad when reading it. They're, believe it or not, living out of their car. All different news going around. Obviously, you can't make ends meet, and some stations don't give out that much overtime. So our carriers, fellow brothers and sisters, really struggling. Some have 2 jobs. I, for one, can't imagine, because the wear and tear in this job. Even if you have a riding route, you're still getting out for packages and, whatnot. So if you have a certified, you're still getting out. So the wear and tear is unbelievable. And these guys are coming back and going for a second job. I mean, but God is watching. God is watching everything. There's a higher power. And God willing, we will get a much better contract. Final contract will be much higher. It will be I'm not wishing. I mean, I'm saying actually, this needs to happen for us to make it in this thing. Have a decent livable wage. It's got to be, I'd say, I don't know, higher, 5%, 3%. I mean, but highly unlikely. Anything better than this agreement, not anything, but we gotta step of the way. We'll see what happens. But guys, just stay patient always, and wait till we receive the ballots. That's where we're at. I think somebody had mentioned second week of November, so it's not too far away. Once we receive them, fill them out. All of you guys. Like I said before, if you moved recently, check with your shop steward to get the ballot correctly mailed to you. We can't afford to lose any votes. We need everybody, all carriers on deck in this thing. Make sure you have your correct vote out there, and the rest in the higher power's hands. So, like always saying, stay positive, stay good out there. It's really tough right now, but it is what it is. So we'll stay good, and thanks for watching. We'll catch you all on the next video. Stay good, stay positive, and best of all, most of all, stay safe out there. Mailman Saeed out.